This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi everyone, Asha Staples here with your Fox 10 News Now update. We are learning more this morning about the plan to reopen public schools in Baldwin County. Parents choose whether they want traditional or virtual learning. To minimize the risk, the school system says it has spent more than $1 million on upgrading security measures on every campus. Most notably, every school will have new thermal cameras at each entryway. The cameras will indicate if a child has a higher than normal temperature. A nurse would then be able to further evaluate the student.
They can trust the Baldwin County Board of Education, and they can trust the superintendent and central staff. They can trust the teachers in Baldwin County to always do what is in the utmost best interest of their child, no matter what.
I will never guarantee you that our schools are going to be 100% sanitized, COVID-free zones.
School officials say they aren't sure yet what role face masks or social distancing will play. That decision is on hold until closer to the start of school so that officials can evaluate the latest information available from the State Board of Education and the Department of Public Health. Meantime, parents have until the end of August to decide whether they want to go with traditional or virtual learning for their children. And now with Baldwin County school plans finalized, what's ahead for Mobile County? We're told still no plan in place just yet, but it is expected to include, like Baldwin, instruction and brick and mortar schools and virtual schooling. The school board is expected to hold a special meeting on Wednesday. We don't have all the details, but they could discuss the school reopening plan then. Mobile County students are scheduled to head back to class on August 10th, about a month away. And we are keeping track of the coronavirus outbreak, the number of cases continuing to surge across the United States. More than 62,000 new cases reported yesterday, with many states breaking single-day records. That includes in Alabama, which recorded more than 1,800 new cases yesterday and just under 15,000 in the last 14 days. The state also recording more than 1,000 total deaths. And the Mobile County Health Department giving an update on COVID-19 cases in the county. Dr. Randy Murphy says we continue to see incredibly high numbers of cases reported each day, and the epidemic curve is starting to get into, in her own words, sort of an exponential look to it.
Because there's been such an enormous increase in the number of laboratory results, our case investigators and contact tracers are struggling to keep up with the sheer volume of investigations that are needed.
Dr. Murphy says they have hundreds of cases they have not been able to make contact on so far, and sometimes contacts become cases, so they are still trying to bring in additional staff.
I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report. It is going to be hot today and over the weekend. Heat advisories have been issued for the entire Gulf Coast, so make sure you're taking this threat seriously. Highs are going to end up being in the lower 90s today. Heat index values beyond 105. You can see heat index values hitting 110 plus as we move closer towards Saturday and Sunday. As far as showers and storms, on the radar, things are quiet. The sky is mostly clear. But remember, in the summer, there's always going to be that risk of storms, heavy rain and lightning, and we'll start to see additional storms reemerging with the daytime heating process. They'll track from north to south, and they're going to hit about 40% of our area. So when you hear thunder roar, go indoors. But for this morning, things will be mostly calm. We do have Tropical Storm Faye that's moving up the eastern seaboard that officially formed last night. And here's the track from the Hurricane Center office in Miami. It's moving north at 10. Maximum sustained winds are at 50 miles per hour, and it will make landfall near New York City tonight, and will then continue on a northward track and will weaken back to a depression before moving into Burlington, Vermont, and that's going to be tomorrow afternoon. So the wind speeds will drop drastically tonight after it makes landfall. We'll see the wind speeds at 40 miles an hour. It'll be a weak tropical storm after it passes by parts of New York City and Manhattan. Weather headlines for your Friday. Very humid. There will be storms to dodge, and it's going to be very hot this weekend. And here's a look at that Fox 10 Futurecast, where the morning is quiet, the afternoon, a few strong summer storms reemerge, and they'll move in a northwest to southeast direction. And as mentioned, when thunder roars, go indoors. Look out for these storms, but during the evening, we'll see them fade away, and your Friday night and Saturday morning should be relatively quiet. Over the next 7 days, the heat levels crank up. Mornings stay in the mid-70s, and we will deal with scattered showers and storms every day through next week. We'll have more weather updates throughout the day right here on Fox 10 News Now.
Voters in Alabama are getting ready to return to the polls. The primary runoff elections are on Tuesday, and when you cast your ballot, don't forget to wear your mask at polling places in Mobile County. There will also be extra sanitation measures in place and social distancing requirements. One of the biggest races, of course, is the one for Alabama's U.S. Senate seat. Former Senator Jeff Sessions is facing off against former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville for the GOP nomination for the Senate. The winner will face incumbent Democrat Senator Doug Jones.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.